Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, the National Oval Racing Association UMP Modified Series travels to Limaland Motorsports Park. Good evening, Brett Wheeler alongside Stephen McMillian here in the Ultimate Dirt TV booth. Stephen, we are getting set for heat race number 1, and well, it's glad to have you back here in the booth once again, and well, we got 60 laps for the main event later on tonight, but before we get there, we're going to go through a couple of heat races to get the lineup sorted.
That's correct.
All right, let's go down trackside right now and take a look now. It's your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat number 1. On pole for the first heat race of the night, and the man that goes quick time here this evening in car number 71, it's going to be Cody Batten. On his outside, the number 69 of Corey Whitworth will start position 2. Josh Blanchard in the number 2 car will start position 3. Jack Reitz in the 7 car will start position 4. We go back to the third row inside. The 66 of Brian Powell lines up alongside Brian Cross in the 883 car out of position at number 6. Jared Bolyard in the 97 will start position 7. And the 55 car of Jake Boyer will line up out of position at number 8. Steve, who do you like in this one?
Well, you know, I've always gone, I'm going to go with Corey. Who are you going to go with?
So I was actually trying to talk to race control. Yeah, no, I do like Corey on the outside, but you know what? We'll go with Mr. Batten on the front row. You know, he went quick time here this evening, so I guess we could always focus our attention on the 71. See if he can, finally put it in the show. Or well, not put it in the show, but see if we can start towards the front of this main event.
There we go. As lights are out on the pace truck, as the pace truck will lead them down the back straightaway. Cody Batten and Corey Whitworth, side by side, nose to tail. Green flag's out for the first time tonight. Cody Batten leads it to the green flag. Cody would duck underneath. And you see Corey Whitfield starting to put a little bit of pressure on Cody Batten as they complete lap number 1 at 10.
Yeah, but
and we already have a caution, Brett.
Yeah, it's going to be the 883 car of Brian Cross. We'll be able to take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay and see exactly what happened here and why the 883 car is around. Again, just a little contact there going into turns 3. Again, this was on lap number 2, so with the yellow flag coming out, it's going to take away 3-4 laps at most. The 66 of Brian Powell was involved in that one as well. And we're able to take a closer look here. And of course, these cameras, all new camera angles right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And of course, a big thanks to Doug for those ones. He's put in the hard work behind the scenes to make everything look schmick here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And Doug, we thank you so very much for your help here once again. Again, another track that, he's taken the time and he's told me that he loves to do this sort of stuff. Loves to make the cameras, and man, I'll tell you what, he's done a stellar job here.
That's right, great camera action he has made for us.
What's that?
Great camera action he's made for us.
Yes, he certainly has. Anyhow, green flag back underway. This time by Cody Batten will lead the field once again off for turn number 4. Green flag is out. 5 down, 5 to run. Batten, your race leader from Corey Whitworth in the Mike M Designs number 69 car. Then you go back to Josh Blanchard back down in second. Track is still very, very tacky right now. So we're going to see a lot of these drivers continue to work the bottom side of the racetrack. Down into 1 and 2 we go. It's still Batten, Whitworth and Blanchard, your top 3. Then you go back to Reitz, Bolyard, Boyer, Cross and Powell.
And when you see Corey like that, he's been strong every modified race we've seen him in. And Cody Batten has really improved in the last couple of months, showing his strengths. And you look as they exit out turn number 4, Cody Batten nose to tail.
Yeah, they've just been
really until this track dries out, Brett. There's going to be nose to tail.
And that's what you have when you get a fresh track, but the drivers will get the wonder green signal. I'll get the white flag, in fact, off turn 4, and they're down the back straight away for the final time. Heat number 1, Cody Batten going to make his way into turns 3 and 4. And checkered flag is out, and there is Cody Batten coming away victorious here. Corey Whitworth second. Josh Blanchard, Jack Reitz, Jared Bolliard, Jake Boyer, Brian Cross, and Brian Power with Josh Conover on race control duties tonight, Steve. So, excuse me, he's having some wheel issues. Hello, John. Hello, Gordon, everybody else in the Facebook chat and also in the Twitch chat, our YouTube feed. Just doesn't want to work tonight, so it is what it is. And, well, we'll just move on to heat race number 2, Steve. We'll go down trackside and take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
All right, heat race number 2 on your front row is car number 92 is Shane Evans on his outside, and car number 4 is Tristan Carmen. On row number 2 is car number 20 of Troy Smith, and on his outside, car number 96 of Wes Kirshner. On your third row is Hayden Limix, and his outside, car number 8 of Brett Hobson. Then you have Joshua Jarrett in the 88 and Daniel Passmore in the 46. That is heat race number 2 lineup.
Well, we got a new nickname for Hayden Lomax. They call him Hayden Slowmax right now. So, Steve, we'll let you take to heat number 2 right now. 10 laps on the board once again. We'll let you lead us to the green flag. Hello, Lance.
All right, as the pace truck pulls off, as Shane Evans leads him out into turn 3 and coming on the loud pedal out turn number 4, green flags out. Shane Evans getting the jump pretty good as you see Trey Smith put the pressure on Tristan Carmen for the second spot, but he cannot complete it going down the back straightaway. Coming out turn number 4 is still going to be Shane Evans, Tristan Carmen, and Trey Smith.
Yeah, Kirshner behind the number 12 car of Schmidt as they make their way down the back straightaway for the second time here. Again, 10 laps of distance, and just like we've seen in heat race number 1, Steve, we are seeing a lot of drivers work the bottom side of the racetrack, of course. Throughout this entire night, of course, the track will start to slicken off, and we'll see the drivers really start to move to the middle of the racetrack, and then, of course, we're going to start to see the guys move to the top side. And what with the update that's come out as well, I believe, from what I've been hearing, a little bit of chit-chat going on in the sprint cars more so, that the bottom side is really starting to come back into effect. So, I mean, again, this is obviously going to be a track that is going to be changing throughout the course of the night, and who knows where we're going to end up.
That's right. You never know with these updates until after we get to practice on it for a while, as you do have car number 88 of Jared Johnson pulling into the infield. Also, you have Daniel Passmore in the infield. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, it's Shane Evans leading the way so far. He's going to lead lap number 6 of 10. Tristan Carmen loses some ground in car number 4.
Evans is doing a good job and will obviously want to go into the redraw tonight as well. So Shane Evans continues to lead the field. And I'm going to say pretty much a dominating performance at the moment. He's got a fair bit of distance between himself. A couple of car lengths at least over Tristan Carmen, who rides in second in that number 4 machine. Getting a little too sideways, Trey Schmidt. Well, he loves Limaland. I tell you, he loves the midget at Limaland as well. So it's nice to see Trey Schmidt dipping his toe into UMP Modifieds here for the National Oval Racing Association Series. We come to one to go, Steve. This time by Bring It Home.
All right, yes, Shane Evans going in turns 1, coming out turn number 2, down the back straightaway with Tristan Carmen and Trey Smith and Wes Kirster going into turn number 3, out turn number 4. Heat race number 2 winner going to be Shane Evans, Tristan Carmen, Trey Smith, Wes Kirster.
It's Hayden Lomax, but we're going to call him Hayden Slowmax. All right, that was heat race number 2. Here from Limaland Motorsports Park for the National Oval Racing Association UMP Modified Series. The season starting to come to a close. We'll go trackside right now and take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 3. All right, starting on pole, heat race number 3, going to be the 888 of Kevin McNatts. Corey Pennington, the 21, will start position 2. Leighton Kramer in the 18 will start position 3. Nick Jordan in the 17 will start position 4. Position 5, the 33 of Ethan Stuckwish. Chris Lowen in caliber 10 out of position 6. Curtis Lowers in the 98 out of position 7 with Eddie Holden in car number 50. starting position number 8. The top 2, ladies and gentlemen, will go on to the redraw for tonight. Top 4 to the main event, and we've had 3 heats of 8, so 24 cars. So we should have 24 starters here in tonight's main event for the National Oval Racing Association Series. We get set to go green flag racing this time by for turn number 4. We are green, and it is going to be McNatt who will lead them down into turn number 1 and 2. But look at Pennington trying to work back to the inside down the back straightaway. He can't get the job done, but they go into 3 and 4. Kirchner and John side by side battle there for 3rd and 4th.
What a great battle you have. You got 2 wide for 3rd and 4th, 5th, and 6th. We got cars banging and battling in the back. We got action all over the track, Brett, as they're trying to make it 3 wide for that 3rd spot. Meanwhile, Kevin McNatt and Coy Benson pull away from the field.
Yeah, the cars that made contact was Leighton Kramer in the 18 and Nick Jordan in the 17. And I believe those cars painted up by none other than the 92 designs of Shane Evans. So Shane done a fantastic job on those cars, and how nice of him to slap the old UDTV sticker, or the UDTV logo, on the front of those race cars. So Shane, thank you very much, and thanks to the drivers that are supporting us here at Ultimate Dirt TV and running our logo. We appreciate it very much as we go down into 3 and 4. McNatt in the number 4 car. He continues to lead. 5 down, 5 to run. And again, this track still on the bottom side at the moment, Steve, but I tell you what, it's slowly starting to move up, and I dare say that these drivers are going to be mid-track very shortly.
That's right. You know, I'm starting to watch Nick Jordan in 3rd spot, as he has a comfortable spot in 3rd. I mean, he don't have anybody putting any pressure on him. He's starting to move up, as you see Coy Benson and Kevin McNatt moving up, Brett.
Yeah, they are starting to move up to the middle of the racetrack, and it was only a matter of time before we seen these drivers start to move from the bottom to the middle, and then maybe later on we are going to see the drivers move from the middle to the top, and then, well, who knows where it's going to be from here on out. But Steve, 2 laps to go this time by for turn number 4 for your race leader for the number 4 car of Kevin McNatt.
That's right. He led every lap so far. Take the white flag. We're going down the back straightaway. Kevin McNatt and Coy Benson. Kevin McNatt have a nice lead. No pressure coming to the checker flag. It'd be Kevin McNatt, Coy Benson, Nick Jordan, Chris, and Ethan Stuckwidge in the top.
Yeah, Curtis Lowers, Eddie Holden, and Leighton Kramer with a DNF there. Our Benjamin, unfortunately, our YouTube feed isn't working tonight for some reason. I think we sort of created the video too far to where it has, I'm not going to say expired, but yeah, we're not sure why our YouTube feed isn't working. But what we will do is we will have this video uploaded to our YouTube channel. We'll get all our YouTube channel updated, of course, on our website as well. Steve, our consolation race up now, and we'll go trackside and take a look now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
All right, on your front row, the car number 97 is Jarrett Bolliard. On his outside, car number 36, Aiden Lumix. On your second row inside, car number 33 is Ethan Stuckwidge. On his outside, car number 55, Flatline Graphics car, Jake Boyer. Starting third row, car number 8, Brett Hobson, Curtis Lowers, and car number 98. Starting 7th, car number 88-3 of Brian Carlson is outside 88 of Jarrett Johnson. Starting 9th, the 50 of Eddie Holden is outside 66 Brian Powell. Didn't start 11th is 46 Daniel Passmore, and 12th is Leighton Kramer. And Josh will not start this doing admin tonight.
Nope, he's apparently he's got his wheel working, so he's going to run the consi.
All right. You know what, Brett? Instead of picking a winner, let's pick words we should not say on broadcast.
Don't go there, buddy. Don't go there.
Green flags out. Jarrett Bolliard gets a good job.
Hey, right now. Good to have you back, buddy. Bolliard, the leader in the 97, the nice energy drink car. He will lead lap number 1 as here comes Slomax working the bottom side of the racetrack in the number 93 car. That is Hayden Lomax. Love to. We'll call him Slomax from now on. So, third place, Ethan Stuckwish trying to run on the top side. Then we go back to Jake Boyer sitting back there in position number 4. Steve, how many go through to this one? 12?
I believe it's 12 that goes through, but I may be wrong. As you see, pressure now for 6th spot. That was Brett Hobson and Brian Cross. I mean, look at it, Brett. They're side by side for the lead. It's Hayden Slomax and Jarrett Boyard.
The name's very catchy. Just rolls off the tongue like you wouldn't believe. But
That's right.
Lomax on the bottom side. Bolyard on the top side. Stuckwish behind him now, trying to make this a 3-car battle. Hobson gets into the left rear quarter panel of Jake Boyer going down into turns 1 that time. They make turn 3 it was. They're down out of turn 2. It's still Jared Bolyard in the 97. And look at these drivers, Steve. They are working top, bottom, and well, some drivers trying to work the middle as well. Some good side-by-side action right now here in your consolation race.
That's right. It looks like this last update kind of made the track a little bit better, a little bit more racier. As you see now, Hayden Slomax. Oh, we got a caution on the track as he takes the lead. Come down turn number 4, and Jared Boyard goes to second, and looks like the car number 50 of Eddie Holden.
Now we'll take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Oh, just done it all on his own. So, again, it's just the way that it happened. He just come off a turn 2, a little too high. The rear end slapped it, and he went for a little bit of a ride. And, well, fortunately for him, he ended up back on all 4s. But there's probably some damage to that race car right about now.
That's right, Brett. You know what? And I'm looking at names. There's nothing we can make fun of tonight. You know, the last time I was with you, we had a good laugh over someone's name that was spelt wrong in iRacing.
You obviously seen that he did message the page just to confirm that it was an iRacing. Actually, I don't even think it's an iRacing thing because it's the way that he would have put it under what it was. He would have put it in when he pays for it. But Steve, I can tell you that only 8 go through from this main event. So. Or this consolation race. So we are going to send 5 cars home. Right now, the person on the bubble is the guy that was going to be race control tonight. The target number 22 machine of Josh Conover. So he's got a good chance of transferring at the moment, Steve.
He does. As lights are out, green flags back out for Hayden. And he gets a good jump, Brett.
He certainly did get the jump there on the rest of the field, but down the back straightaway into 3 and 4, we continue to see Lomax lead Bolyard. And then I go back to Stuckwish, Boyer, Hobson, your top 5, Cross, Powell, and Josh Conover make up your top 8. And there's a little bit of a gap back to 9th place of Leighton Kramer, who is going to go around there on the exit of turn 2. That's going to bring out the yellow flag. And I wonder if there's a green-white checker enabled on here, or whether this is going to finish it. Of course, we'll be able to see in about the next lap in a bit. So, Leighton Kramer, the 18 car, going to go around. That's going to be his night done and dusted. We go on board, looking out at the rear end here of the number 36 car of Hayden Lomax. Just want to give a shout out to Wise Graphics and Design, the naming rights sponsor here for the National Oval Racing Association dirt side of things. So again, big thanks to those guys for stepping up, and we're helping out Josh with whatever that they're providing. But again, it's always nice to have some people behind the scenes and some sponsors to help out, Steve.
It sure does. Anything helps out as the checker flag comes out for Hayden. Oh no, I guess it is going. No.
Cars are pulling up on the cars are turning. Yeah, there it is. There's your top 8. Anyhow, we're going to step aside just for a minute. We're going to get the opportunity just to play some ads, and we'll come back with not our redraw, but our main event. It is going to be 60 laps around the Limaland Motorsports Park for the National Oval Racing Association UMP Modified Series.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, race fans, to Ultimate Dirt TV here on this Tuesday evening. And get set for the main event in just a few moments' time, in less than a minute's time. In fact, we are just waiting on the redraw positions, and of course, we'll go straight into the main event. Of course, Brett Wheeler, myself, alongside Stephen McMillan and Stephen. So far, once again, a good bit of heat racing action, a good racing in the consolation race, but. Well, we started with 24, 25, in fact, we started with, and, well, we've taken the 20 cars into the main event, and without looking at the redraw position, I'm not sure if you already know who they are or where they start. Okay, all right, well, since you know where they start, who do you like? Who do you think is going to go to victory lane here tonight?
Well, I will say either Whitworth or Batten.
Pick one. You can't pick two.
Whitworth.
Okay. All right, no faith in Cody. Okay, I see how it is. Cody, don't worry about it, mate. I see how it is.
Well, he ditched me. He ditched me last week. He said he'd be back for night number 2. He didn't show up the rest of the week, Brett.
Again, playing with your emotions. What kind of human being would play with a man's emotions like that, Steve? A little bit of an inside joke there on that one, but let's go trackside and take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for tonight's main event. The first 6 positions might be a little bit troubled. We can tell you that Kevin McNatt in the 888 will start position number 1. At a position 2 will be the 21 of Coy Pennington. Position 3 going to be the 69 of Corey Whitworth. On his outside, the 92 of Shane Evans. At a position 4, Tristan Carmen in the 4 will start position 5. The 71 of Cody Batten will start position 6. From here on, from 7th on back, will be correct. Starting position 7. The 2 of Josh Blanchard, Trey Schmidt in the 20 will start position at number 8. Nick Jordan in the 17 out of position 9 with Jack Reitz in cut of a 7, position 10. Steve, who starts position 11?
Position 11 at car number 96 of Wish Kirshner, and on his outside, car number 12 of Chris Lowen. Starting 13th, Aiden Slomax, and it's outside, car number 97, Jarrett Bolliard. Starting 15th, car number 33, Ethan Stuckwich, on his outside, and car number 55 of Jake Boyer. Starting 17th, car number 8 of Brett Hobson, on his outside, car number 883 of Brian Cross. Starting 19th, in car number 66 of Brian Bow, and starting 20th, in car number 22 from New Jersey, it's Joshua Conover.
I'd love to give you a turkey, but I can't. Not on a broadcast. On a personal stream, I'll do it every day of the week for you. Landstar, I've got...
Turkey?
Yeah.
Hey, Brett, you know, one thing we could do while they're lining up, we could pick our stripper names.
Sure, I guess. Okay,
and I'll show that on next week's broadcast. I'll show Brett's stripper pictures when he was younger.
Oh, this is starting to get out of hand. That's fun. It's all fun and games. As the drivers make their way into the greatest sight in all the motorsports, ladies and gentlemen, the drivers are making their way into a 4-wide salute as their way. Thanking you, the race fans that have tuned in to watch these drivers put on a show right here on Ultimate Dirt TV as they make their way out of turn number 4. This is... I need to get these guys a little bit better. Steve, I think you might need to go down there and teach them a thing or two about a 4-wide salute.
Hey, it takes practice, I can tell you that, especially these modifieds. Look at it now as they go into turns 1 and 2. They're getting a little bit better, Brett. It's just that middle back. You know what? I'm jealous, Brett. There's no one on the broadcast stirring the pot. There's nothing to feed off the broadcast area right now. The chat.
Yeah, I know. There we go. Free Cody. We don't want to free Cody. We're gonna keep that SOB locked in the handcuffs, and well, he ain't gonna go anywhere. But well, the 4-wide is done. Steve, we go green flag next time by. Who'd you go with? Whitworth.
I went with Whitworth. You're going with Batten.
No, I didn't. Hell no! Don't try to throw me under the bus, fool. He's just trying to push me right in front of the bus.
Go ahead, back on over. Beep, beep.
I'm going to go Pennington. I'm going Corey Pennington on the outside of the front row. But ladies and gentlemen, we get set for 60 laps around the Limaland Motorsports Park. You see the drivers make their way off for turn number 4. We are green here at Limaland for the National Oval Racing Association UMP Modified Series. There's some contact. How about Whitworth straight into position 2? But here comes Pennington, 3 wide through the middle. Look at the 4 car of Tristan Carmen working the inside of the racetrack.
4 wide coming out. Oh, beating and banging. We got people going around, leaders. And they straightened it back up, Brett. I don't know how they straightened it back up, but it took a lot of give and take. But caution is out on the race.
Holy smoking batfish. What just happened here on lap number 2? They were 4 wide, and man, that, I tell you what, that is going to be a photo to capture. And I cannot wait for that one to get the right angle as we go here. You watch the replay here. They were 4 wide. I think McNatt just came down just a little bit there into Corey Whitworth. And it was pretty much all she wrote. That, of course, set the chain effect off. Whitworth into the side of Pennington. Pennington into the side of McNatt. Carmen just on the bottom side, minding his own beeswax. And unfortunately, that is going to bring out the first caution flag of the evening. And this is going to be a good one, Steve.
That's right. One of them needs to change the name to Bam Bam.
What was that? What was that cartoon that Bam Bam was on? Flintstones, wasn't it?
Flintstones, that's right. Flintstones. As if you look at drivers who are doubling up for the restart, it's going to be Kevin McNatt and Tristan Carman. Tristan Carman will lead him to the green flag as he's on a lap pedal. Green flag's out. And look at him, Brett. They're almost 4 wide. Come down turn number 2. Go down the back straightaways. Tristan Carman. Kevin McNatt still in second. As you see Coy Benton run the outside. You see the 69 of Corey Whitworth trying to put some pressure on Coy Benton. But Coy Benton has the momentum on the high side.
Yeah, this is our picks going side by side right now for 3rd and 4th. At the moment, you just see the 2 4 cars out in front. Carman leads McNatt. Oh no, there goes Whitworth. Now he's going to get shuffled back to position 5. Again, we are starting to see these drivers work all over the racetrack, top, bottom, and middle, and a lot of side by side action here in the early goings of this main event, Steve. It's hard right now to see what line is the fastest, but have a look at the 92 designs of Shane Evans sliding up right in front of Coy Pennington. Pennington turns it back underneath him now. So there's your new battle for 3rd. And, well, McNatt starting to close in on Tristan Carman. But Tristan Carman, so far, so good, Steve. Here comes Whitworth. Oh, no, Pennington. Whitworth, Pennington around. Oh, boy, a little bit of a parking lot on the exit of turn 4.
Wow, so I got an early Christmas present on that one.
I'm sure it's a Christmas present that was not wanted.
That was some coal.
Oh, it was McNatt again for the 2nd time. You know what? I think he's come down the racetrack twice now to where he's had contact with the driver there, but again, might have came down just a little bit too much, and maybe Pennington just sliding a little bit too much up here. And again, we'll take a look here at your Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras. If I can get the right camera angle, will be good. Of course, these all new camera angles. Big thanks to Doug for these, providing us here at Ultimate Dirt TV for the new sights and scenes that you see here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Lights are out, and we're going green flag action this time by... It is Tristan Carman. What's that?
Who do you think will get the poof?
Different meaning for that word here in Australia.
Jeez, look. Tristan Carman pulls ahead. Going down turn 3 or 4. We got cars beating the bacon in the back too again.
The 97 of Bolyard, so already not a happy hunting ground for a couple of these drivers. They are finding it a little bit difficult to get some speed, get some momentum going, and get some green flag laps. Right now, I think race control need to step in and just say, "Oi, clean your act up. Pull your head out of your backsides, pull your finger out, and let's get some laps in."
So, let me ask you this, because you're near, where you're from, that's closer to Korea and stuff like that, right?
China is number 1. Don't even ask. China's number 1. That's all you need to know.
Okay. So, do you eat dog? Or putty cat? Do you eat putty cat?
Well, considering that if I open my door, you could probably hear meow, meow. So that would suggest no, I don't. How are you going to have this much fun next week when I'm not here?
I know, I'll be talking to myself.
if you answer back, right? It's the first sign of craziness.
Well, I am part crazy. We all know that.
Cuckoo.
As you see the pace car pull off their single files, Tristan Carman leads them in turn number 3. Come down turn 4 on the loud pedal. Shane Evans is second, Corey Whitworth 3rd. We got cars bunched up in the back. And look at Shane Evans put the pressure underneath of Tristan Carman. But Tristan Carman has the momentum down the back straightaway. Shane Evans pulls a slide job, exiting turn number 4. He will lead lap number 24.
Well, he's got to the front very quickly, I must say, in the 92 right now. He was on the radar, but he's just flown under the radar right now when it comes to us driving, me and you, Steve, or you and I should say, picky. And the track is it looks like it's getting a lot slicker very quickly right now.
Yeah, it does, especially turns 1 and 2. As you look right now, turns 3, they're 3 wide exiting turn number 4. Wow, Brett. There's not much
Wow.
real estate.
Oh, Stuckwish and Carmen come together. Stuckwish keeps it going. He gathers it back up. That gives Josh Blanchard the opportunity. But we stay on the battle for second and third. Whitworth and Tristan Carmen. While this is happening right now, the 92 is Shane Evans. He is just full blowing it right now. He is just hammering it.
He is, and you look in the back, they're pulling slide jobs on everybody back there.
Kirchner, Jordan, run nose to tail. Jordan, Kirchner was almost getting into the back there of Jordan as we continue to watch the 96K and the 17. They are right now sitting in 7th and 8th, just in front of them. The 12 of Trey Schmidt sitting out just one spot outside of a top 5 finish here in the UMP Modifieds. And right now, a lot of these drivers, Steve, working the middle of the racetrack. And, well, how long will that last for? Well, that's something that we're going to have to wait and see.
That's right. You know, and I'm looking at the leaderboard or the scoreboard. I did note Cody Batten got the...
Yeah, not sure what happened to the 71 car, but he is officially scored in 19th position. And, of course, out of this one, we've still got 15 cars, though, circulating here and still on the lead lap. And there, Cody just telling us that he got taken out.
Ah, see that. And you see the battle on for 4th place right now. It's Tristan Stuckwich, oh, my bad. I just changed both of their names. Tristan Carmen and Ethan Stuckwich battling for that 3rd spot.
It's so easy to do. You look at the ticker, or you look at the ATVO timing screen, and you want to say both names at the same time, to where you say, Tristan Stuckwich and Ethan Carmen. It's very easy to do. Trust me, Steve.
Here, I'm going to rename everybody next week, where you come back the week after, you won't know anybody's names.
Oh, dear God. You step away for one night and look what happens.
As you look for 3rd place, it's getting to be 3-car battle for that 3rd place. As you see Trey Smith closing in on Ethan Stuckwich and Tristan Carmen.
That's the 2 of Josh Blanchard actually closing in. Schmidt's actually behind him. And, well, there is the yellow flag. And what might be a much-needed yellow there for Corey Whitworth, as Shane Evans had really sort of gapped the rest of the field. Although, looking at lap times, they're very similar lap times. They're fact they're the only drivers in like to the 13.6s and 13.7s. That's still fairly quick, Steve, considering that right now they're only sort of 2-3 tenths off the pace from their quickest lap times in this main event so far.
That's right. I mean, the track's fast tonight, that's for sure. Even though it's slicking off, the track is very fast. You see a lot of drivers pulling into the pit area, trying to get some damage worked on before they go green again.
I've just been told that when I come back next week, everybody's going to have a stripper name.
Before they go green again.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. What am I going to walk back? What am I going to wheel back into next week? What is going to happen? Lights are out. 25 remaining. So 35 completed so far of this main event. Don't forget the first 5 laps were to get the drivers into their correct starting positions from the redraw. And then, of course, a 4-wide salute. But down the back straight away here as we start. Technically lap 41 on the ticket, but technically lap 36. We'll just go with 41. It is Shane Evans continues to lead. Whitworth as Whitworth now in the Mark M Designs number 69 car, really putting the pressure to the 92 of Shane Evans down into turns 3 and 4, but Evans still holding strong.
That's right, Shane Evans. He's doing his best. He can't run that middle line. Be looking for a 3rd spot. There is almost 3 wide. As you see, Tristan Carmen in 3rd, but he has Ethan Stuckwich and Josh Blanchard battling.
Yeah, here comes the 12. In fact, the advanced Enzime Systems number 12 car of Trey Schmidt. He is still working the bottom side. He's up to position 4. You remember about 10 laps ago, he was back there in 6 and wasn't even really a contender at a battle for a top 5, as those 3 drivers in front of him were pretty much gone from that number 12 machine. But now, thanks to that restart here, We had, 25 laps left to run. It's now 20 to go when Trey Schmidt has worked his way up to position 3. But here comes the 4 car. Carmen looking back to the inside. Stuckwish as well. Got some front end damage on that race car. And here comes the 2 right now of Josh Blanchard.
That's right. You look, they're still trying to do 3 wide for that 4th spot, trying to gain anything. As you look at Corey Whitworth, putting heavy pressure on Shane Evans, but Shane Evans isn't bothered by it at all. 2 wide, going in turns 1 and 2 for the 3rd spot. As you see Trey Smith still leading, but you look at Tristan Carmen putting pressure on the high side, Brett.
Yeah, they're not going away just yet from the top side of the racetrack. And of course, his new camera angles, thanks to Doug. Doug, thank you so much, very, very much. 3 wide off of turn number 2 right now. And 3 wide into turns 3 and 4. Schmidt, he's got the 3 wide covered at the moment. Carmen on the outside, Blanchard on the bottom. And Stuckwish was in the middle. Stuckwish went to the top side. I think the top side might be starting to come back in right now, because you look at the 4 car of Tristan Carmen. He is starting to get a run on the 12 of Trey Schmidt. So he might just need to change his line, and what could be a battle on for the race lead as well, only if the 69 of Whitworth was able to get to the top side. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And it was the 97 turned sideways in the middle of the turn of 3 and 4 to brought out that caution. Well, I got a new nickname for Cody Batten.
Cody reckon.
Cody the Dud Batten.
All right, yeah, the dud. Let's go with the dud.
Shane, the Thunder from down under Evans.
No. You cannot call him the Thunder from down under.
Well, he's thundering on here at Limaland.
He's in no way affiliated with the Down Under. Don't you dare ever. Hey, no worries, Dud. Thanks for being here, Dud.
Hey, you do know that Brett's first job when he was old enough was the Thunder from Down Under.
Listen,
and Space Truck pulls off.
They don't call me. They don't call me the mouth of the South for nothing. All right.
As long as it don't taste like pee-pee, you're okay.
My goodness!
Look at
A 3-car battle for the lead. Schmidt now puts the slider. Look at Stuckwish putting the slider on Carmen. 2 3-car battles are 3 wide for 4th, 5th, and 6th, and they're nearly 3 wide for the lead. How about Trey Schmidt? Think about 20 laps ago, he was back in position 6, and courtesy of 2 yellows, right now he is up and looking for the race lead down into turns 3 and 4. Evans still trying to hold on to the top spot, but it is Trey Schmidt who takes it up the line. Slider there on Evans. Here comes Evans back to the inside. Look at Whitworth up on the outside.
That's right, Corey Whitworth getting the momentum off the high side as he was starting pro. I can't quit coughing after my last comment, Brett.
Yeah, see, that's what happens when you... See? Don't mess with coffee. All right, it is Trey Schmidt. 6 laps left to run. And the 12 car is... the 12 car is out in front. 69 of Whitworth in second. He is trying to rail the top side through turns 3 and 4. Evans, who's consistently continued to run the middle of the racetrack, back there in third. Josh Blanchard in the 2 car. He's gotten away from Stuckwish and Carmen. And meanwhile, Wes Kirchner has moved up to position 5. But we continue to watch the battle on for the top spot at the moment, Steve. 4 laps to go that time by. And the yellow flag is going to come out. And oh boy, that may just end it.
No, if they had a green-white checker, Brett, that means in that one race, and they will have one.
We didn't have that green-white checker, remember?
Oh, my bad. I already forgot about that.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's taste in my mouth.
There was what in your mouth?
The taste in my mouth.
Okay, yeah, no worries. I thought that's what you said. I just wanted to double-check that.
Listerine. This segment's sponsored by Listerine.
I'm thinking free advertising. What are you doing? All right, I think this is going to end it. As it In fact, it will end it. I'm pretty sure that there isn't going to be a green-white checker. So Trey Schmidt in car number 12. The driver's getting the white flag this time by. It is more than likely that the 12 car is going to victory lane. I don't see the cars doubling up. The lights are still out on your iRacing.com pace truck. As well, we'll go to one of the new camera angles here. In fact, let's see if this works. Now, I'm hoping, because it's not properly in the night time. Do we see him? Do we see him? Looks like we're not going to see him. This is why I wanted this at night time. Well, the lights are on, but it's not quite night time just yet. But anyhow, didn't work. We'll have to wait for the next nighttime race. Let's take a look here at your unofficial JR Productions and Media results. Here it is, Trey Schmidt getting the job done in car number 12. He will get the checkered flag here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Second home, he's going to be the 69 of Corey Whitworth. Shane Evans home in third. We'll chat to those three drivers post-race in just a few moments' time. Fourth and fifth, respectively, Josh Blanchard and Tristan Carmen. Ethan Stuckwish home in sixth. Seventh is Wes Kirch in eighth. The Slomax of Hayden Lomax in position 8. Position 9 went to Brian Powell with Nick Jordan, who rounds out your top 10 over the page. 11 through to 20th, Jarrett Bolyard home in 11th. Josh Conover in 12th. 13th, Kevin McNatt, Coy Pennington. 14th, 15th is Brian Cross. Jack Reitz in 16th. Jake Boyer in 17th. Chris Lowen in 18th. The dud, Cody Batten in 19th. And Brent Hobson rounds out the 20-car field. Again, we'll go trackside here in just a moment with your top 3. And we'll chat to these drivers.
You know what, Brett? I was looking at the chat. You see Greg Tilson asking, how'd the mod race go? Well, I was so lost, I forgot we was racing in the mods were racing.
Look, when you have as much fun as we do, it's so easy to get lost.
That's right. Well, Greg, it's going well. I can say that we had a great finish, great show.
Well, it went well.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you missed it, you can always come back and watch it. Anyhow, let's go trackside right now and chat with your top 3. And we'll chat to the driver that comes home in first place here tonight, the number 12 car of Trey Schmidt. Trey, congratulations on this victory. It was a race that, well, you weren't even in contention for in the first half of that race, but a couple of late yellows and, well, you get your chance to make this work, and you come from 6th after about lap 30, I think it was, and you get the job done. Congratulations, bud.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I was just, when I come into these modified races, I'm never in it for points. I just come here to have fun, and I was just rolling just trying to stay out of trouble. And there was nothing up top, so I just went low, and then it just started going forward, and it's pretty awesome.
So there was no holy Schmidt moments tonight. Again, you just sort of kept your nose clean, kept out of trouble, and what was it like, coming through this field? Because you had to start position 8, so it wasn't sort of a race that was handed to you. You really had to pass some cars to get the job done tonight.
Yeah, it was like, I felt like one car every 7 laps I might have passed or so, and then the cautions helped me out for sure because Shane was fast there halfway through. But on that restart, I just felt like I was spinning the tires the whole time around the middle, so I just started really feathering it around the bottom there, and man, the car was coming off, coming straight off the corner, so, and a lot more throttles. And when you see the 69 go by you coming off the corner, you're probably doing something right.
What have you made of the update? From when the update came out, has it changed much? Do you think? Do you think it's made the racetrack better, worse? What's your opinion on the update?
I hadn't noticed a whole lot with it, other than maybe something to do with the top line. So far, it's kind of been dead up there, but I really hadn't noticed a whole lot, especially in modifieds.
All right, well, look, congratulations on the win here at the National Oval Racing Association UMP Modified Series here at Limaland. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate, but of course, before we do, sponsor Shannon, all that good stuff, buddy, who makes the wheels turn on the 12 machine.
Yeah, just Thank my wife. Thank my buddies on here. I, I could do a. I think I could do a pretty steady. I don't know if you call it a cage dance, but if you fall off top of this thing, there might be something wrong with your balance. So, I wish I can maybe do that in real life one day.
I was going to say, I've seen you try to do a cage dance before, and that didn't end too well for you, bud.
Never again.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
That sounds like he was in prison for a while. Cage dance.
We're going to move him out of here so he can't say anything.
I was quiet the whole time.
All right, Steve, we'll throw it over to you to chat with our second place driver, the 69 of Corey Whitworth.
All right, congratulations to car number 69 of Corey Whitworth. You was my pick tonight. And, at certain points of the race, you were really quick on the high side. And, a couple of times, Kevin McNatt put some pressure on y'all guys, like that. A couple of cautions came out, when y'all get kind of banged up. How was
Oh, you cut out there.
Hold your push.
Did you say oi?
Hold your push to talk down button a little bit longer.
Well, how was your night, Corey? How would you wrap up your night? How would you say it went, especially at the start of the race?
The start of the race. Man, start of the race. We went off into one, and I looked to my outside. Nobody's there, so I jumped there, and I go to pass the leader, and he just took me to the wall, so I had to back out of it. Well, I did that, and then I got my front end taken out. So, I mean, I don't know what the front end looks like. It's something's been up there. I can guarantee it because it wasn't very good. I felt like a pinball. That's what it was. I felt like a pinball.
Well, at certain points, especially towards the end, that high side started coming in for you. You was back at what, third or fourth, and gained all the way up into second spot, and was starting to put pressure on Drew.
Yeah, that late race caution, that thing killed me. I was sizing up Shane, finding out where his weak spots were, and I figured out I was a little bit better than him coming out of two, so I was about to make some moves to maybe get by him, and then we had a yellow come out, and then we got back going, and I was bottled up behind Shane where we were just racing. And then I see a guy peek his nose down there, so I was just like, well, here we go, throwing a kitchen sink at it. Let's see how good the top is. And, I mean, it wasn't 3 and 4. I needed to be lower, but I had so much momentum that I couldn't hold it down there. So I just ran the top on both ends, and I was finding something really good in 1 and 2. Then there it goes again, another yellow. So it is what it is. I like to win. I'm not going to lie to you. I like to win a lot, and that's me. That's a racer in me, I guess. But, I mean, you got to step back. You can't win them all. Good run to Trey.
Definitely. Trey did a good job. So, just a little insight. So, next week, Brett's going to be gone. I'm going to do the broadcast all by myself for the midgets for NORA. But I'm renaming everybody. So, like tonight, we was talking about stripper names. So, what would be your stripper?
Oh, man.
Wait, oh, man, that's a weird stripper name, just quietly.
I don't know. You guys are the creative ones. I'm just here to drive the thing. So whatever you decide to name me, I'm good with it.
All right. And who would you like to thank your sponsors and shout outs tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank Mike M Designs for keeping me looking good. Kind of got it beat up tonight. I don't care for that to happen too much. I try to race everybody as clean as possible, but can't drive them all. But yeah, I got to thank the whole team at Southern Sim Racing. Huge shout out to my teammate Josh Blanchard on running fourth here. He's really made a lot of improvement here in the last month or so. I'm super proud of him. Got to thank my fiance and the baby for letting me be on. Got to thank you guys for the broadcast and NORA for putting the race on. Got a solid group of guys here, and I can't thank them enough for allowing me to race here.
All right, back to you, Brett.
Thank you. That was Corey O-Man Whitworth. I'm in second place here tonight. It's Jensen, the driver that comes home in third spot in the final step of the podium here tonight. The number 92 car of Shane Evans. He leads a bunch of laps, but a late yellow, or a mid-race yellow, puts the 92 behind the 8 ball. Shane, a couple of late yellows there in the mid part of that race, and you go from leading back to third. I mean, a little bit disappointed, maybe one that sort of got away from you there in the end.
Yeah, I might have had a chance there. Trey was too good on the bottom. I'm sitting on the front stretch. I can't even start the car. It's out of fuel. And I didn't have the gear for the bottom when he got beside me. So, I mean, it is what it is. Good race. I'm glad I finished this one because I didn't finish the last one.
I sort of asked Trey the same question. I'll ask you again. The update that has just come out sort of inside the last 12 hours. Have you had much testing to do with the update? And if you have, what sort of the main things that you're sort of seeing, being different to what we've seen, last week or the week before?
I had a pretty late day. I didn't even read into it. I just saw people were talking about the quote unquote less cushion buildup or whatever they did. I mean, to be honest, I only ran about 70 laps today, and it was all in the league, so I don't really have an answer for that. But I guess as far as the last Lima race, we were all on the wall, and well, it was obviously different on this one. But I don't know if I'd say that to the update or not. I don't really have an answer for you.
It's all right. I like the answer straight and straight to the point. Third place run here tonight. What could you have done differently other than the gear change? Maybe not see a yellow. What could you have done differently in the 92 to maybe be 1 or 2 steps more up on the podium?
I don't know how close Trey was. Obviously, without the cautions, I felt like I was the dominant car. I know Corey said he was sizing me up, but as far as
Don't
different,
you hate that?
I knew Corey was there, man. I knew he was gonna be, but I mean, it's good to lead a few laps with these guys, and yeah, I don't know. I kind of just wish those yellows didn't happen. I was in a good rhythm. The middle was going away, but I felt like if I could just pinch Corey enough on the entry and get into the grip on the exit, I had enough to beat him, and it sure seemed like it. But Trey got inside of me, and I tried something different, and I didn't have the gear for it. And like I said, I'm on the front stretch without fuel, so there wasn't much I was doing different.
Well, you might not be happy to hear this, but I can tell you after that long green flag run, I think it was about lap 30 when you got the yellow, or lap 25, whatever it was, Trey was actually in 6th spot. He was nowhere wasn't even remotely close to a top 5. So again, that just goes to show you that the luck involved and playing into the right hands, for Trey that happened to be. But unfortunately, it didn't come away with a victory, but you do come away with a solid third place run here tonight. We'll let you get out of here, but before we do, of course, we'll throw the mic back to your sponsors, shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
I just got to thank everybody that's constantly helping me. Cody, West, Nick. I got a lot of help from Jeremy Capron. Corey's even helped me a little bit, although he won't tell me everything. Good guys, Auto Care, Darkside Tint and Graphics, TBG Tuned. Got to thank NORA, of course. You guys, Spend Their Tire Diesel.
All right, congratulations, Shane, on third place here at Limaland.
Thanks, boys.
There we go, Shane Evans there, home in third spot. Recapping, it's up 3, you can see it on the top of your screen, Trey Schmidt, Corey Whitworth, and Shane Evans. Again, that'll wrap things up here from the Limaland Motorsports Park. Steve, well, you'll be able to see these guys, the midgets, at Lanier next week, I believe it is, so again, you'll be live on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. I'm not sure whether you're going to be solo casting or whether you'll have somebody else there to chit-chat to. But again, thank you very much for your time here this evening. It's been another fun and eventful night.
That's right, Brett. You know what? Maybe I'll be cussing myself out. Maybe I'll be talking to myself and answering, but who knows? Join in next week and see what I'm doing. I mean, that would be something to see.
That could be a broadcast to rewatch together. That is going to be one interesting. We'll call it an interesting night. But Steve, thank you for your time. Thank you to the National Oval Racing Association for putting on this series. We are coming to the final sort of 2-3 weeks left in the season for the both UMP Modifieds and also Midget Series. And of course, a big thanks to everybody behind the scenes that makes this possible. Of course, a big thanks to our wonderful sponsors and partners here at Ultimate Dirt TV. A big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder iRacing League, iCore Leagues, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports. You can find all their social media information on our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com and click on the sponsors tab, click on the logos, and that'll take you directly to their website. All it's got the information to their all their other socials as well. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, and on behalf of your broadcast team tonight, on behalf of Stephen McMillan and myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell, good night, congratulations to Trey Smith on going to victory lane here in the UMP Modified Series presented by the National Over Racing Association. Until next time, take care and good night.